The Gemara says, Ela ema. So check. Not now. Ela ema hachi. Im hivdil bezu velo hivdil bezu yanuchu lo berachot al rosho. If he did Havdalah in this one and not that one, he gets berachot. Why? Because he was mahmir on lo tisa. Ba mine Rav Chizda mirav Sheshat. This is a famous case. Ta'a bezu ubezu mahu. If he made a mistake in this and this, meaning he forgot atahon antanu. We said, atahon antanu, don't go back. Why? Because you could say Havdalah lakos. Then he went home and he ate before he made Havdalah. That's ta'a bezu ubezu. He made a mistake in this one, in atahon antanu, and in Havdalah lakos. Amar le ta'a bezu bezu hozel lerosh. Go pray the Amidah.
You can't make Havdalah, that's it?
No.
What does he mean he forgot?
Ta'a, he made a mistake. Here, give. He ate first. He ate first.
So that's the only.
What?
That's the only mistake you could make.
What else you want to do? If it did melacha, maybe. What? It's a knas, yeah.
He said,
Nah. Maran says, Ta'a velo ivdil betefila. Here. Omrim have the Gemara in Pesachim. Omrim Havdalah b'chonen adat. Ve'im ta'a velo ivdil. Mashlim tefilato ve'eno chozer. Why? Mepene shetzarich lehavdil al hakos. Ve'im ta'am kodem shevdil al hakos. Tzarich lachzor u'lavdil b'tefilah. Af agav dekaymelan ta'a ve'achal kodem Havdalah yachol lavdil. Kan de ta'a gam b'tefilah. Kan sinan le. Ve'tzarich lachazor u'lpalel u'lavdil b'tefilah. Mishnah Berurah says it could be that if he already made Havdalah ala kos, maybe we're not going to make him do it again. Okay. The Gemara says Amar lei Ravina. I don't know which is stronger. It's the more ikar. We said that before. Because you're a bum. You missed two things. We're going to punish you. I don't know because it's true. It's not Berachot Daf. You have to say the what's good. You have to say Havdalah. We're not letting you. We're punishing you. It's an assignment. Okay. Amar le Ravina le Rava. Ravina told Rava, you're lucky we're not making you write the whole Amidah. Amar le Ravina le Rava. Hilchet Amai is the halacha that you have to do both or you only have to do one. Amar le, he told him ki kiddush. It's the same as kiddush. Ma kiddush, just like by kiddush, avagav de mekadesh betzlota, even though you made kiddush in the Amidah. Mekadesh akasa, you make kiddush on the cup. Av Havdalah nami, so to Havdalah too. Avagav de mavdil betzlota, even though he made Havdalah in the tefillah, mavdil akasa, he has to make it on the kos. Both of them.
So that whole statement of Yanuchu Berachah is thrown out?
It's shelo ali b'dil cheta. It's true in theory, but it's not true l'maaseh because we hold that they're both chiyuv. Rabbi Eliezer Omer b'hoda'ah. Rabbi Zera have rachiv hamra. Rabbi Zera was riding on a donkey. Have kashakil ve'azil Rabbi Chia barabim batre. Rabbi Chia barabim was riding behind him. Amar lei told him, Vaday da'amritu mishmed Rabbi Yochanan. Halacha ke Rabbi Eliezer b'yom tov shechal yot ahar Shabbat. Is it true this what we say? The halacha is like Rabbi Eliezer that you say atah honantanu in modim on Motzei Shabbat, that's on Yom Tov. Because regular Motzei Shabbat, you could say Atah Honantanu. But when it's Yom Tov, there is no Atah Honen. So where are you going to put in Atah Honantanu? You're going to put it into Atah Behartanu? It doesn't fit there. So he says, so on Yom Tov, we put it in Modim. Amar le, he told him in. It is true, says the Gemara. Halacha michlal de pligi. Are you telling me the halacha is like Rabbi Eliezer? So someone argues, they have pligi rabanan. So he says, velo pligi, what's the problem? Va pligi rabanan. The chachamim argue. The chachamim do argue. How is that? Emar de pligi rabanan. Bish'ar yimot hashana. Maybe the chachamim argue when they say that you say it in Berachah Revi'it during the rest of the year. B'yom tov shechali otahara Shabbat. Mi pligi, does Yom Tov of Yom Tov Shehaliot after Shabbat. They argue. V'ha palig Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva does argue. I mean, okay, so maybe they don't argue Yom Tov Shehaliot Tahara Shabbat. V'ha palig Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva argues. Says Gemara, that's not even a mahloket. Atu kol hashana kula mi avdinan Rabbi Akiva. Tahashta neku v'na'avid kavateh. Do we do like Rabbi Akiva all year that we should do like him here? I mean, do we do like Rabbi Eliezer all year that we should do like him here? But kanere, the mahloket on Rabbi Eliezer is not as bad. Because we'll see now. Says Gemara, kol hashana kula ma itama lo avdinan Rabbi Akiva. Ditman Yisrei takun tishrei lo tikun. They only instituted 18. They didn't institute 19. Hachanami, also over here, Shav Takun, they only instituted 7 berachot. Tmani lo tikun. So we, just like we won't do like Rabbi Akiva on a weekday because we don't want to make 19 berachot. We don't want to do like Rabbi Akiva on Motzei Shabbat Shehali Yom Biyom Tov because we want to do 8 berachot. There's no such thing. So therefore, it's not a question of Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Eliezer, which the reason why we don't do like him is not so clear. So therefore, he was at least a question. You had to tell me that the halacha is not like him. Says the Gemara, and if modim, it would be an issue. Amar lei, lav halacha itmar. Lav halacha itmar, ela matin itmar. They didn't say the halacha is like Rabbi Eliezer. They said, we lean that way. The itmar, Rabbi Yitzchak bar Avdimi amar mishum Rabbeinu halacha. Some said the halacha is like Rabbi Eliezer. Amrila, others say matin. We lean that way. We're going to see. Rabbi Yochanan amar modim. Rabbi Yochanan says no. The Chachamim agreed to Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Hiya bar Abba amar nir'in. It looks like that. The Gemara Rashi says halacha. Man da amar halacha. The one that says the halacha is like that. Darshinan la bepirka. We'll teach it in the shi'ur. Man da amar matin. The one that says matin. Midrash lo darshinan berabim. We don't teach it berabim. Aval oruye morinan liyahid la'asot kirbi Eliezer. When somebody comes to us, that's what we tell him to do. Biyom tov shehali yobeh habeshabbat. Man da amar nir'in. The one that says it looks like that. Oruye nami lo morinan. We don't even give a psak. V'yavid. But if he did like that, lo madrin and uvda. And one guy says modim that the chachamim agreed to the Eliezer. Says the Gemara, so what's the halacha? Amar bizera nekot Rabbi Hiya bar Abba biyadach. Follow the statement of Rabbi Hiya bar Abba, who said what? What did he say? He said nir'in. The daik v'gamar shma'ata mipuma demara shapir. He would get the exact version of the statement from the one that said it, Kerachva de Pumpedita, like Rachva de Pumpedita, who was legendary in getting the Shma'ata right. What did Rachva about Pumpedita say that was so fantastic? The Amar Rachva, Amar Yehuda, Harabait stav kaful haya. Harabait was a double row of benches. Vehaya setav lifni mistav. It was a row in front of another row. Amar of Yosef. So Rashi says a whole story over here. Rashi says, Shaya medakdek belashon rabo, ve'omer stav kaful haya. Afal pi shel belashon mishnah karuhu itzteba. Even though in the Mishnah they called it an itzteba, al gav ha'Itzteba, hu dekdek bilshon rabo. He followed his master, his rabbi's lashon. V'lo amar itzteba kivula haita. He didn't say it was a double itzteba. He said lashon setav. Then Rashi quotes another lashon, but Rashi doesn't like it. So he was very midakdek. Follow, and the Rabbi Chiya bar Abba was also midakdek like Rachva de Pumpedita. Now the Gemara. So right now it would sound like that we're supposed to say Atah honantanu Motzei Shabbat shehalu biyom tov in modim. Says the Gemara, Amar of Yosef, Ana lo hayadana velo hayadana. I don't know, not this one and not that one. Ela mid Ravu Shmuel yadana. I know about Ravu Shmuel. Tetakinu lan margenita bebavel. They instituted for us a margalit. They made a pearl, a beautiful tefillah in Bavel. Wow. No, forget Nir'in. Forget Nir'in. We don't hold Nir'in, something. We're going to say totally different. Right? Vatodi'enu Hashem Elokenu et nishpetei tzidkecha. You're right, Isaac. It would be lo machzirim oto. Vatodi'enu Hashem Elokecha et nishpetei tzidkecha. You taught us your just laws. Vatalamedenu. You taught us la'asot chokeret zonecha. Vatanchilenu. You gave us maneh sason hageh nedava. Vatorishenu. You gave to us Kiddushat Shabbat and Kavod Moed Hagigat HaRegel. And you separated Ben Kiddushat Shabbat L'Kedushat Yom Tov Hivdalta, right? Ben Kiddushat Shabbat L'Kedushat Yom Tov Hivdalta. Ve'ed Yom HaShevi'i Mishesh Hikdashta. Ve'hivdalta V'Hikdashta Tamecha Yiseh B'Kedushatach. And that's what we say. What's so great about that? Vatiten Lanu. Rashi says, לא הידענו, לא נראים ולא מודים ולא מתים. ותודיענו, לומר במקום ותיתן לנו. ולכשיגיע בין קדושת שבת לקדושת יום טוב, הבדלת וקידשת בקדושתך, יומה ותיתן לנו מועדים לשמחה. And what's so great about that? What's great about that is that we're saying Havdalah in the fourth Beracha, the same as saying it in the Tachonin. So we're doing like the Chachamim all the time. We're not switching on Yom Tov to do like Rabbi Akiva. It doesn't have to be, but it's in the fourth beracha. It's not its own beracha, and it's not in modim. And not only that, we made the havdalah into something that applies to Kiddushat Yom Tov, because we mentioned Kiddushat Yom Tov.
But the reasons for doing it in the fourth that we said before was either that it was de'ah or it was chol. This is neither, so great. You got the fourth, but there's no benefit. You got a hollow victory.
Interesting. Okay, good question. I have to look. But the Maaseh, you're doing it in the fourth. Ha'omer, it's okay. Ha'omer al kan, but we switched it so that it's like the fourth. Ha'omer al kan tzipor yagiu rahamecha. If somebody says, there's other options. Ha'omer al kan tzipor yagiu rahamecha. If somebody says that you had mercy, Hashem, you had mercy on the bird. Where is it here? If you had mercy on the bird that you told us to send the mother away. And what he's saying is, look in Rashi. Anashim shayu mar'im atzmam kemetkavnim laha'amik b'lshon tahanunim. They want to say like a better lashon of techina. Ve'omrim, they say, Rahum ve'hanun ata, you're merciful. Ve'al kan tzipor yagiu rahamecha. You had mercy on the bird. L'shamarta l'shalei ha'em. You sent to send away the mother. So that's one thing that's a problem. Or if he says, Al tov yizacher shemecha, Rashi says, Al tov shata oselanu. The good that you do for us, yizacher shemecha, will mention your name. Or she'omer modim modim. Or he says, in the Amidah, he says, modim modim. He thinks it's beautiful to say modim. I thank you more than you ever. Mishatkin oto. We tell him, quiet, you can't say that. It's asur to say that. Says Gemara Bishlama modim modim mishatkin oto mishum demechsi kishte reshiyot. If he says modim twice, we shut him up because it looks like he's thanking this God and then he's thanking that God. Shh. Because he's thanking this God and then he's thanking that God. Ve'al tov yizacher shemecha. For good you should mention your name. Nami mashma al tova velo al ra'ah. Sounds like we only thank you for the good and not for the bad. V'tnan, that's not the halacha. Hayav adam levarech al hara'ah, keshem shemevarech al tova. We have to thank Hashem for the bad, like we bless for the good, because Hashem, everything He does for us is good. Ela al kan tzipor yagiu rahamecha mai ta'ama. Why don't we say that? What's the matter with that? It's true. L'chaora, Hashem had mercy on the bird. Pligi ba tre mora'eh. Two rabbis argue b'ma'arava in Eretz Yisrael. Rabbi Yossi bar Avim and Rabbi Yossi bar Zevida. Had Amar, one says, Mepeneh shematil kin'ah b'ma'aseh bereshit. He's making jealousy among the creations. They're going to say, what, Hashem only had mercy on the bird? Why didn't He have mercy on the fox? V'had Amar, one says, Mepeneh, sometimes you think you give a guy a compliment, then you make a fight between him and his wife. The same thing over here. You think you're thanking Hashem, and now all the rest of the animals are going to be upset.
So maybe we're not allowed to teach the law.
V'chad, if you don't teach, you don't say the reason, it's not a problem. V'chad Amar, one says, Mepeneh she'oseh midotav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu rahamim. because he's imagining that the reason for the laws of Hashem is mercy. Ve'enam ela gezerot. It's a gezerah. And they prove it, they say, what? If Hashem wanted to have mercy on the bird, he should have told us not to kill it. Right? Hahu dinahid kamed Rabbah. There was a guy that was Hazan in front of Rabbah. The Amari said, Ata hasta al kansipur. You had mercy on the bird. Ata hus v'rahim alenu, have mercy on us. Amar Rabbah says, Kama yada haytzur merabanan l'ritzuy lemareh. Wow, what a great Hazan, what a beautiful thing to say. Amar le Abai says, what are you talking about? V'amishatkino to itmar. Tenan. It says in the Mishnah. Kanere, you were able to improvise. Maybe he was talking after, maybe he was in the piyutim. V'hamishatkino to tenan. What do you mean? The Mishnah says that's no good. It says we shut him up. V'rabah nami lechdude de Abaye hu debaye. He wanted to see if Abaye was on the money or he was going to fall for it. Ha'od nahid kamed Rabbi Hanina. A guy was Hazan in front of Rabbi Hanina. Amar, he said, Ha'el hagadol hagibor ve'hanora ha'adir ha'azuz ha'yarui ha'hazak ha'amitz ha'vadai ha'nechbad. He gave a whole long beracha. Himtin lo ad desiyem. He waited till he finished. Kisiyem, when he started moving on, Amar le he said, Siyamtinu l'shivcha demarach l'kulu shivcha demarach. You finished saying all the praise. You seem like you tried to say every praise about Hashem. Did you finish? That's all you could say about Hashem? Lama li kulehai. What do you make so much for? Anan, Hani, Talat. These three, the Amrina that we do say, Ha'el, Hagadol, Hagibor, Vanora. Ilav, the Amrinu, Moshe Rabbeinu, Boraitaf. Not for the fact that they're in the Torah. Ve'atu anshe k'neser ha'gedolah ve'takninu b'tefillah. And the anshe k'neser ha'gedolah, put them in the Amidah. We wouldn't say them either. You said more. Mashal lemelech basar vadam. Shayu lefanav elef alfei dinarei zahav. He had 1,000,000 gold coins. V'hayu mishabchim oto bishel kesef. And they were praising him that he has silver coins. It's a different, what's it called? Only I used to shush people. It's a different, what's it called? It's a different, in a different league. Better to say nothing than to say, oh, he has silver coins. You're insulting the guy. So that's why we only stick to the nosach of the tefillah. We don't improvise. They ask on the silichot, they ask about, we say, no. How does it start? We're saying a lot of different praises. Each one is a praise. How are we allowed to say all those praises? Hamdat Yamim asks it, and he says it's only when you're saying it lashon. I'm talking directly to you, but if I'm just singing, it's okay. Amar bi Hanina, Hakol bidei shamayim chutz miyirat shamayim. Everything is in the hands of Hashem except for fear of heaven. Meaning, whether a person is rich or poor, or smart or sick or everything, that's all up to Hashem. It's not up to you. The only thing that's up to you is yirat shamayim. The bihira that you have, whether to do mitzvah or to do avirah. Shneimar ve'ata Yisrael. Ma Hashem Elohecha she'omer. What's he asking from you? Kim liyirah. Only to fear him. Says the Gemara. Atu yirat shamayim milta zutretahi. Yirat shamayim is a small thing. that he's only asking for fear. V'amar bi Hanina mishum Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. En lo la'kadosh baruch hu bebet genazav. The only thing Hashem has in his storehouse is otzar shel yirat shamayim. Is a storehouse of yirat shamayim. Shneimar yirat Hashem. He otzaro. The fear of Hashem is his treasure house. Says Gona'in legabe Moshe milta zutretei. For Moshe was the easy thing. The Amar bi Hanina mashal le'adam shemevakshim mimenu kli gadol. They ask a big thing from him. The yeshlo, if he has it, domei alav kekli katan. It's like nothing. Katan, if they ask him a small thing ve'enlo and he doesn't have it, domei alav kekli gadol. So Moshe, who had it, what's he asking for? Yirat shamayim. The Chassidim say, legabe Moshe, when you're hanging out with Moshe Rabbeinu, it's easy to have yirat shamayim. Modim mishatkim oto. Amar bizera. Kol ha'omer shema shema. Omer modim modim. If you say Shema Shema, it's like you're saying modim modim and mishatkim oto. Meiti, I'll ask you a question. Hakoret Shema vekofla. If you read Shema and you double it, you repeat it. Harez megune. It's shameful. Megune. Wait. Megune hu dehave. It's shameful. Shtuke lo mashkatkinan le, but we don't shut the guy up. Lo kasha. Hada amar milta milta v'tanila. If he says word by word and repeats it, that's one thing. Hada amar pesuka pesuka v'tanila. If he says pasuk pasuk, that's a different thing. Rashi says milta milta kol teva v'teva hozer v'shoneh. If he repeats every word, megune have. That's megune. Shtuke lo meshatkinan le. She'en zel domeh lemekabel alav. It's not like accepting two kings. Ela lemitlotzet. He's sketching around. Shema, Shema, Hashem, Hashem. It's silly. Amar pasuk shalem v'tanila. But if he says Shema Yisrael Hashem Hashem Echad, Shema Yisrael, it's like he's saying a whole concept to this one and a whole concept to that one. That's asur. That's the way Rashi learns. The other mefarshim argue. The mefarshim say, look in Av Rabbeinu Hananel. He says, Pesuka, Pesuka, en mishatkin oto. Migune have. But if he says, Milta, Milta, mishatkin oto. Therefore, Maran says you shouldn't do either. Says Gemara, Amalera Papa la Abaye. V'dilma mi'ikara lo kiven da'ateh, u'basof kiven da'ateh. Maybe the reason why he was repeating the pasuk is because the first time he didn't have kavanah. And the second time he had kavanah. So he told him, Havruta klape shmaya. What, you think Hashem is your buddy that you say Shema without kavanah? Mi'ika. Ilo chavin da'atem mi'ikara. If he didn't have kavanah the first time, mahinan le b'mar zafta denafha. We hit him with the blacksmith's hammer. Ad mechaven da'atem until he has kavanah. What? They don't like saying it again. They say what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to either wait or say the whole parasha and then repeat. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen v'amen. What was your question, Moshe?
First, Daniel is the one who said that.